Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers of Today. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Um, so, let's get started. If you can hear me, please raise your hand. Okay, Alex, Anna, Drew, John Mark, Zach, Seth. All right, majority of people. Very good. Okay, now Anthony. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for telling me about Anthony. All right, that's Seth. Waiting on Luke, Marissa. All right. Well, Elizabeth. Okay, if you can see my screen, raise your hand. All right. Thank you for telling me, Drew. Okay, we got Alex, Anna, Chris, Sean, Mark, Keller, Seth, Zach. All right. Okay. All right. Last class, we went over some information about architecture, um, such as different floor plans, and then we started working a little bit 3D Architecture Studio. All right. Now, I know some people were having some problems with it, primarily. Okay, so no, we don't. Thank you, Zach, for telling me you're not with Max. Appreciate it. That we're having some issues with uh, downloading. So what I did is I went on to Edmodo and I posted a link. I was digging around earlier today trying to find something for people for you to use. If you go to the link, it has two troubleshootings for the player. Basically, what the Unity web player is, it's kind of like a Flash plugin. And if you're having problems with it, I post this if you have the Windows or a Mac, and this will list out some things you can do that they're having problems. And I have that link here, and it's both in the Raleigh and Charlotte course. Okay. Now, any questions or concerns before we move forward? Yes, Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, you're unmuted. All right, I guess we're having mic issues there, Jean-Marc. Type in your question or try to check your mic settings. Anyone else? Questions or comments before we move forward? Okay. Let's get back to the presentation. All right. Last time we went in, we learned to use Design Studio and set that up. Like we said, download the Unity web player, and to those who are having issues with that, we loaded that. Well, we're using the Design Studio. Now, to those that are having some issues, you can use the Design Studio Lite edition. And what I'll do is I'll send that out again. And the thing is, these are both very similar products, and I put in both features. Um, all right. I'll send that to everyone. Okay. Now, so that is the light version, which you can use as well. Then we went over how to start, and you click the begin your design or enter, and you always have Frank Lloyd Wright, this cartoon image of him, and this is kind of a help meant that allows you to design things. Now, we went over selecting a client. When you're selecting a client, you use the arrow keys and you can select one to multiple clients and you can choose this client. And the thing is, looking at the client's needs is important. I know we're running out of time towards the end of last class. So what I want to make sure is that you realize you can design anything you want, but taking into practice designing around your client is helpful. Okay. Now, yes, Zach, I did send the full link. If you check, that is the full link. You got to make sure you copy all of it. Okay. Alex.
Wait,
You're
can I have
unmuted.
my hand raised?
Alex, did you try using what I posted to help you?
Yes, that's what we tried.
Okay. My second thought is while I was doing research, what I feel there's an update that was done with the Unity player in the past week, or they're with Mac, and there's a disconnect between those two. Because I was looking at all the students who are having issues, and it's specifically a Mac problem, and it was working. I went and checked on my Mac laptop I had it downloaded on, and it was working directly on that Mac the when I was using it at the end of last week. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, so we reinstalled it. I mean, it works for other Unity things, like you can do Unity games, but on this website, Unity crashes. And it does the same thing on my laptop as well. So maybe it's Mavericks thing. It's like I'm using Maverick.
And that's what I'm thinking. It might be something to do with Maverick. Because I keep searching. I was searching the web all day today for specifically for this issue, and sir, as you're stating, everything was referring to games and whatnot, but I couldn't find anything specifically to this software. And I came to the conclusion that, like you did, I think it's a Maverick problem.
Yeah, could be.
The light version works. The only problem, the difference between them is that you can't do the 3D, bring it to 3D vision. Or if you have I don't know if you do, if you have a PC, none of the PCs are having problems with it.
I mean, we got a Mac.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm on a Mac right now.
There's mom.
So it's what the light, I'm going to recommend using the light for right now. All right. Okay. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a Mac, please raise your hand. If you have a Mac. Okay. All right. Can you raise your hands one more time? Now, Seth, Noah, if you are having issues with downloading this and you have a Mac, raise your hand. All right. Okay, everyone, I know you're typing in. If this fix is not working, all right, please use the light. All right. Please use the light version that I've sent out. I'll send it out one more time. Okay. Now, as we move forward, all this is exactly the same. So I will tell you if it's different with the light or with the regular version. Okay. Now, last class we continued. We looked at the different locations. You choose a location based off of your client's needs and how it matches. Yes, Marissa.
Um, I'm sorry, I missed the first 10 minutes, because my computer wasn't working and I couldn't hear you.
Okay, do you have a Mac or a PC?
I have a PC.
Okay, your software's working.
What do you mean by that?
The 3D Studio architecture software that we
Oh
started
yeah,
with.
that's working.
Okay, yeah, you missed nothing. We were just clarifying that there is an issue with the Unity player for this specific software and most likely with matching up with Maverick. Okay?
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you, Marissa. Yes, Anna. Anna, you raised your hand. You're unmuted.
I have a question. How do you save in this?
You do not save. It's a
It won't
one-time.
work.
You do not save. There is not a save feature.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Now, last class, we talked a little bit about some architecture. We're going to be using these Lego architecture kits in your upcoming labs. So I wanted to show these to you. And these are some architecture pieces that Lego offers. The Farnsworth House was built in 1951. Ludwig Miles van Dero. It's an international style. It's indoor outdoor architecture shelter, and it was built, as they stated, in 51. Now, as you can see, that it has a very feel of nature along with it. All right, now, essential characteristics: floor to ceiling glass, floor and ceiling slabs held together by exposed steel structure, and cantilevers. Now, it's really cool. I mean, it's very inviting for sunlight and etc. All right. Yes, as Jean-Marc pointed out, it's cool. Here is our next piece from France, and this is an architecture, as you can see from the Legos series. This was built in 1931. Once again, international style. And it is a villa, okay? Okay, and when you look at it in the top picture, the real thing, and the bottom one being the Lego structure, there's 5 points that point out here, okay? And the one that really I thought was really cool is the functional roof, where it actually is almost like a patio on top. It has an open floor plan, so a lot of the rooms are very spread out, and once again, a lot of light coming in. Okay, and it's something. These are cool, and these are the more advanced one. They make other architecture series such as Noah typed in Falling Water and the Empire State Building. I have what's the one I have? I have it downstairs in my living room. The Space Needle. I got that. That was a gift for me. I've actually been to the Space Needle, so it's cool. And they make the Sears Tower, which is not called the Sears Tower anymore in Chicago, but they make that as well. Okay. Thank you, Noah. All right. Now, the one thing when you're looking at, there's lots of glass, very open, very similar to the other one, and that's part of that style. And it has these combination of colors of white and green, this polychromy. So very cool stuff here. And then Falling Water. And this is the one that Noah brought up. With Falling Water, Falling Water, very cool. We looked at this last class. This is built in 1935. It's organic architecture. The reason they call it organic is it has so much nature involved into it. It literally, if you look at it from the blueprint view, water flows literally through it. And you can see that in the blueprint here. And here's a quote from Frank Lloyd Wright. Very cool. I like how it's the triumph of human imagination over materials, methods, and men to put man into a position of his own earth. And it's just cool. And I think you guys might enjoy these. We have a few hands raised. Yes, Anna.
Yes.
You have your hand up?
I have another question.
All right.
It was probably left up from when I had it last time. How do you add another person to your client family? And how do you tell them that their house is done?
Say that one more time.
How do you add someone to your client family? And how do you tell them that it's done? Their house is done.
Anna, we are going to go back to doing that. A lot of the questions you're having, we're going to answer. So if you wait till we get back to the software, a lot of these questions, I'm glad you're really into it. I'll actually be going over. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Anna. And Catherine. Yes, Catherine.
I was just wondering, if you were standing in falling water, wouldn't it be sort of loud because water is running all the time?
I would imagine. I think I agree with you. Some people find that soothing.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like, I don't know if you know anyone that sleeps to like music or those like night sounds, which are rather popular. Like I know my friend, when it rains, he likes to have his window open. He likes the sound of rain falling.
Oh, okay.
I had
if it was a big waterfall.
It's not huge. The waterfall's outside, but you have part of the river running through it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Marissa.
Okay, it has something to do with the software,
Okay.
so I can wait if you want to wait till it's.
Okay. Just ask your question, and I can take it from there.
Okay. So, my question is, how do you view the rating of your house, when you've completed it, and how do you view the rating? Because your client rates it, right?
No, it doesn't. It has the to answer your question quickly, the short version, no, it doesn't rate it. The long answer, we'll go into in more detail when we get to the software. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marissa. All right. Once again, some other images of falling water. All right. Back to the software. After you choose the answer, after you're choosing a client, what you have to do to add them to your family, or that you have to hit yes or no to choose a location next. So to answer Anna's question, after you pick your first client, you will go to your next screen, which will ask you if you want to add another client. Okay. Now, when you choose a location, you'll choose your location based off now. If you're doing one client, now the thing is, and I want you guys to realize this, the practice of choosing off the client is just an architectural theme. If you don't want to do that, you do not have to do it. It doesn't come back to rate against you or anything like that, like from a gaming aspect. It doesn't do that. Yes, Marissa.
I was just gonna say, once you do have a client and you click no, choose a location,
Yes.
you can add a client. You can click on the client from your screen when you're actually designing the house and stuff. You
Yes.
can click on client and you can add one. And also there is a way to save your stuff.
Okay. Well, when we get to that, thank you. I'll let you explain that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Marissa. All right. Now, this Design Studio bar allows you to move forward or go backwards. Once you pick your client and location, you can go backwards. All right. So if you want to add on, you can do that as well. Now, after you choose your client and location, if you want to view them, they are right here off to the sides if you would like to change those. You have your extra hints down below with the Frank Lloyd Wright, and that's for everything. You always will have that there. Okay? Yes, Anna.
It doesn't let me. It doesn't. In the second screen when you go out, it doesn't let me add. It doesn't show the screen to let me add someone to my family.
Are you on the regular version or the light version?
Regular.
I don't have an answer for that. Refresh your browser. It seems like it's glitching. That's my best hypothesis at this point. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Right. You're welcome. Thank you, Anna. Keep me posted. All right. Now, you can pick your floor plan and your house height. On the light version, you will only have these first two tabs. On the 3D version, you have the second two tabs. Okay? Now, that's how you can select your floor plan. And there's a variety of house heights as well. So you can pick how you want to have your house look. And in this second little screen, in the 3D version, you can move it, and the light version, you can't. That's the only difference there. You actually can get a feel of what it looks like with the house being tall or short. And it does change depending on the way it looks. Okay? It's a cool little feature. Because actually, when I was learning how to use this last month, I thought it was really cool when I was building houses, like changing the footage of your house. You wouldn't think it does much, but actually really makes your house more or less appealing, in your opinion. On the 3D version, the regular one, you have exterior materials. You get to pick what your outside will look like. And there's a variety of different materials, which you can try to plan that with the natural setting. As well as then you have different roofs. And I believe on the light version, you can use the roof setting as well. You just don't have as many roofs. Okay. Any questions thus far? How many people are already working ahead and doing this as they're listening to me? All right. A bunch of hands went up. Cool. Catherine.
I just want to say there is no roof feature on the light version.
Okay.
As far as I know, on mine.
Okay, then I'll take your word for it. All right. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. In the regular version, you do have the 3D view will update as you progress. Now, interior. One thing I want you to realize, you will on the 2D version or the 3D version, you both have this grid. This is called the plane view. And this allows you to do your floor plans. Now, the one thing, each square, taking consideration, is 9 square feet because it's 3 by 3. We went over that last class. You can move this in different directions. The only difference in the light version, you don't have the 3D view. All right, and we'll go into that more. And you'll use this tab off to the right to basically build, draw, design your building. Okay. And you can label out what you want your rooms to be, and before, as well as pick and draw in your walls. Okay. And eventually you can see the roof on or off. And this is a feature that can give you perspective if you really start liking your layout or not. Okay. Yes, Anna.
I figured out what I needed to do. Instead of giving me something that says you can add someone to your extra family, it gives me 4 areas to choose for different clients, and then I can choose different ones from that 4.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for sharing as well. All right. Now with the interior. We do have our rooms. We have our walls, our floors, and our openings, and our furnishings. With the 2D version, it has 4 out of the 5 of these, okay? Now, when you're doing your walls, you literally will be drawing a line. And to keep it from being crooked, if you use the shift button, not button, but button, will help with that process. Secondly, you can clear your area or you can erase, okay? Now, rooms. When you're putting these rooms in, literally it's just a drag and drop on where you want it to be. And this is the same in the 3D version and the light version, okay? Now, openings. Openings, you have 2 types of openings we went over last class. You have your doors and your windows, and they have different symbols in different directions. So depending on which way you want your door to open and close, you have these at different angles, as well as your windows for different angles, because obviously if you look back at your different floor plans for the houses that you choose, you might need a window at a different angle depending on what you choose. All right. Okay. Now, get back to where we were at. So you have your openings. Then you have your furnishings. You have a variety of furnishings. You can place those in and move them and rotate where you want them to be within your design, which is rather helpful. Okay. So you can start getting your floor plans to be more and more creative, and they'll start coming to life. And they take time. All right. Now, with your rooms, these are primarily just drag and drop words, but they are important but not important. I mean, you can imagine what yours are, what they are without the labels. That's all they really are, is labels. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is, what's next? What I want you to do is just go ahead and experiment with these for about 5 minutes. If you have any questions, I'll help you with that. But if you understand my instructions, raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Take about 5 minutes and experiment with these, and then later on in class, I'll give you time to actually just work once we get through everything. Okay. Thank you. And actually, I'll pull up the light version for you guys so you can actually see that. Anyone's having difficulties, we can have that right here. And all I'm doing here is I'm just looking at different locations. Let's go with urban. And this is an example of how it can help you out a little bit more if you want more information. And you can choose the height of your house. And there's a lot of house plans, I will tell you that. And then you design your interior. There's your rooms and your walls and your openings and your furnishings. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll get into the print shortly. Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc, you are unmuted. Unmuted, Jean-Marc. All right. Jean-Marc, we're still having connection issues there with you. All right, take about another minute or so, and okay, everyone bring it back. Once you can see my screen, raise your hand and let me know that you're back in viewing. Okay, thank you, Luke. Thank you, Noah. Catherine, Drew, Zach, Anthony, Anna. All right, great. Okay, everybody. Now, getting towards the end, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna building. Now, in the full-blown version, you can do landscaping. Basically, you have your plants, and you can place your plants around it from a top-down view, and then in the 3D view, you can actually start seeing them around, okay? All right? Now, that is not in the light version. And then what you can do is you can move the house with your mouse. You can view the inside of the house with the roof off button, and you can return to your design tool. And you can share here. Now, that is one feature that the 3D version. And yes, Alex.
I'm still.
Yes, Alex.
What? I think you raised your hand to indicate you were done.
Oh,
I
okay.
indicated my hand to indicate that I was done.
Okay, thank you. All right, now that is one feature of the 3D version, and you can share that down below as well. But the one version that I really like about the light version is this. You can print your designs out, and you almost like blueprints, which is a really cool feature. What will happen is when you click on print design, you will get your printer menu. Now, depending on your Mac or PC, what you can do here, if you have like Qt PDF, you can end up printing these out as PDF files as a loophole, which is really cool. And then you could have like your own PDF version of your blueprints, which is friendly. And what it'll look like is this, where it'll have your clients and what their needs and interests are with everything, where mine doesn't have anything in it, but what your location and etc., which is kind of cool for your finished product. All right, yes, Anna. Anna, go ahead.
How do you let the people in to see if they're happy or not?
There's not a game aspect to this, Anna. Basically, the only reason you choose a client is, you see where my cursor is for needs and interests. It's for you to practice designing based off of someone else's interest and not yours.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Because you have architects. If I design stuff for myself all the time, that's really cool. But is every client going to like all of your ideas?
Probably not.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. That's the reality of the situation, where I'm going to hire you, Anna, to be my architect to build my next home. But Anna, you might like, what's your favorite color?
Pink.
Okay.
A dark pink.
So you might incorporate pink into some of the design features. My favorite color is blue. Does that make sense? So it's not like a game where you're a winner or you're a loser, or you get so many points and you reach the mountaintop or achievement levels. It's just for you to design, and you can design different homes based off of interests. Do you have to do that and follow that format? No. You can just build them any way you want to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, thank you. Marissa. Yes, Marissa.
I forgot my question. Never mind. I'll raise my hand again if I remember.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Anyone else? Questions? Okay. John Mark, you're unmuted.
Okay.
Hey, you're working. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if this is just like a problem with my computer, but this happened last time too. I re-downloaded the Unity web player because I thought it might have an older version, and for some reason it tells me that the page is not responding every time I tried to open the full version.
Okay. You couldn't hear me when we went over this previously because you were having a connection issue. Use the light version. After research, there's some disconnect between this specific software on Mac, and it's happened in the last maybe since Friday. I don't know if it's an update or something, because most of the screenshots I've used on this were from a Mac, because Mac, the way they do screenshots with that Control-Shift-4 button is way easier than on a PC, because the PC, it takes the whole image and then you have to go into Paint and edit, and it's like 2 extra steps. There's been some type of disconnect. So for right now, just use the light version, and as soon as I find out they've updated or if they've fixed this, because I've been on Unity's website in the past day looking for specifically for this. I've hit the blogs, and I can't find anything specifically to this software for the issue. And as Alex's father helped out with that situation, he looked into it and said that the Unity player works for other devices, just not specifically this right now on Macs. So it's not you. So don't stress out about that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you. All right. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is to design a home. I know a lot of you've been experimenting, practicing. I want you to design a home, and what we'll do is take the next 10, 15 minutes and design a home, and then we will have time to share those designs with the class. Now, if you would like to share what you created with the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of class, raise your hand. So I know a lot of times people like to share. We got Marissa, Zach, Anna, Catherine. Okay. All right. So, and that can be either in the 2D or in the 3D. Either one is fine. Okay. All right. Thank you. If you have any specific design aspects or questions like that, I'm here to help. Yes, Anthony.
It's just that I can't make 3D work.
Okay.
We're not sure what we're missing.
Okay. You have a Mac, correct? Or you have Windows? Anthony. Mac or a Windows device?
I'm sorry, Dave. We're having a problem here. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, now we're good.
Oh, is it working?
Yeah, we're fine now.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I just want to make sure.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The sound's working. We were trying to get the sound over. We're not seeing anything in 3D. And I don't know what I need to do. I think I missed something.
What's your browser you're using currently?
We're using Chrome.
Chrome. And you downloaded the Unity web player?
Yep.
Okay, it's not working. Okay, that's the first Windows issue I've had. Do you have Firefox by chance, sir?
Yep. Well, not yet, but we can get it.
Okay, can you try it in Firefox?
Yeah, I'll have to download it real quick. We can do that.
Okay. In the meantime, if he wants to work on something, he can use the light version.
Okay.
And I can send that out. Yeah. Typically, the issue that people have been having has been primarily with Macs. There's been some type of disconnect between it and the network. But yeah, that's the first Windows one. Yeah. Just try a different browser, or delete, or going into your cookies and plugins, like in your files on Chrome, and deleting those out and then re-downloading it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, Catherine has her hand raised. Yes, Catherine. Yes,
I was
Catherine.
wondering if there was any way. I was wondering if there was any way on the light version you could get some sort of thing like a bed.
Not that I know. Whatever is offered is offered, and that goes for the light version and the regular version.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, whatever they offer is what they offer, and that is literally on both of them.
Okay,
Okay.
alright,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right. Jesse. Yes, Jesse.
Once you're done with your design, how do you like finish it, I guess? Or like once you're done with like making the walls and stuff.
Okay. Are you on the light or are you on the regular?
Regular.
Hold on. Okay. Did you do your landscaping?
No.
Did you do your interior?
Yes.
Okay. Go. All you do, you see the tabs up above, Jesse?
Uh-huh.
Click on the next one, like landscaping. You can do the landscaping around your area.
Okay.
And then when you get to tour your house, this will be your final. And you can try out clicking on share. All right.
Okay. Wait, does the light have like the 3D studio up in the side?
The light. It's called Studio 3D because like it has some of the same features, but they're a little bit different. That makes.
Okay, then I think I have the light version.
Do you have landscaping?
No.
Then you're on the light version, which is fine.
Okay.
What you'll do is go to your after your interior, you can have your print, and if you click on print, your print menu will pop up. Just move it out of the way, and then you can see your finished sheet. Or you have a do you know you can get devices that will convert documents into PDFs automatically. If you have one of those, like Qt PDF is one, it's completely free. You see, any printer, whatever your printer would be here for format. And what you would do is just change that to a PDF creator, and then bada bing, bada boom, it would turn into a PDF and save it as a file on your computer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jesse. All right, everyone. We're getting to that point where if you want to show off anything you've created, please raise your hand, and we can screen share with you. All right, Marissa, you like to show what you created?
Yes, but I already had a finished house. I'm working on another one. Is it okay if I show my finished house? Because I'm not done with the one I have.
Yeah, that's fine, Marissa. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch screens over with you. Okay.
Wait, hang on. Let me save and get to the other one. But you can go ahead and switch screens.
All right. All right, Marissa, let me unmute you again. Yes, Marissa, go ahead.
Okay, so let me get to where I need to go.
Okay.
It'll take me a moment because I have the code written down for my other house, because when you save it, you're given to put it in, so that way you can go back to your house.
Okay. So you put your code in right here. And your design code. Okay.
At like the bottom box.
Okay.
Hang on. It's not where. Oh, there it is. And you guys can probably see it since you see my screen, but I really don't care. Okay, tour house.
Okay.
Yeah, before I tour my house, my client, it's the soccer player person.
Okay.
She needs like a workout room, hot tub, or sauna, music room, and small informal kitchen. So
Can you take the roof off so we can see inside?
sure.
Or just go through the door. That's fine too.
Yeah.
I was just trying to speed up because I think Anna wants to share too.
Oops. See, I'm not too good at controlling where I'm going yet.
Okay, that's okay. It takes time.
It's kind of weird because
That's awesome. Really cool.
yeah, my control panel is not working.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
wait,
probably
there we go.
slowing down because of the streaming. But good.
Okay, so this is my living room. This is supposed to be like the entertainment set where a TV is and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The bedroom is through here. Just a small bedroom with
Yeah, bye, Elizabeth.
like a chair
Okay,
over
great.
there, and a window. I've always wanted those windows, so I thought I'd put one in there. My bathroom's in there. See that little opening part in the wall?
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix that, so I have to keep experimenting because I'm not exactly sure how to fix that. But
Okay.
it's a bathroom.
All right.
There's a shower and stuff. There's only one bathroom, but she lives alone. So.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Marissa. This is
My
awesome.
kitchen is back here. Just a small informal kitchen with a small dining area since she spends most of her time exercising since she's a soccer player.
Okay.
I do have a dining table though, just in case she did have friends over or something. Because out here is the hot tub. I put since it's an urban area, there's not much privacy, so I put all these like trees because I've also got bamboo trees and all that stuff. It makes it more relaxing because they're really pretty.
Okay, great.
And it's also shielding from view. I'll go back there in just one second. The rec room is down here. It's the rec room, which I have no idea what this is, and I have no idea how to fix it. So I have to keep working on that because I have no idea what it is, no idea how to fix it.
It's either one of the two. It's a glitch or it's a design feature that you did. If you keep messing with it and it's still there, it's a glitch.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
And then I have a swimming pool just to how you can exercise in swimming pools.
Well, Anna, I don't want to cut you off, but we have another person who wants to share. And
I know. I was done anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you. It looks great. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anna, you have yourself muted. I'm going to move this over to Anna. She had her hand raised. It looks like she wants to show. So I'm going to switch it over to Anna. All right, Anna, unmute you. Anna, you have yourself muted. I can't unmute you. You literally have to unmute yourself. There you go. Go ahead, Anna.
Is that better?
Yep, you fixed it.
Hold on. Okay. First of all, I have a question first.
Yes.
How do you save? It hasn't let me save yet. Do you type it in before you do it, or if you press the save button, do you type it in then?
All right. This one I'm gonna call on Marissa. Marissa.
Okay. So if you scroll down to the bottom of your screen, my computer's really slow. But if you scroll down to the bottom of your screen, you should. It's not letting me scroll. Oh, my computer is a Windows Vista and it's really slow because our internet is poor. But at the bottom of your screen, do you have the 3D or the light?
3D.
Does she have the 3D? Okay. So yours is the same as mine. So at the bottom of your screen, there's like different bars. It says save your design, print, about the site for teachers and librarians, related links. So it's below the roof on and the roof off, and return to design and the share button if you're on Tour House. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay, and you just click on that, and then you press OK, and it'll give you a code, so you need to write it down, so that way you can enter it in. If you go back to the main page, the Design Studio, you click on Design Studio, go to the main page. There's a box that you click on, and you enter that code, so that way you can go back to your house.
Hold on.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you all very much.
Okay, but here's my house if they'll ever let me get to it. That's what it looks like with my roof on. I don't get why that part of my roof is off.
It's a glitch. That's all it is. It's a glitch.
But anyway, hold on a minute.
Great.
Okay, now
Well, thanks a lot.
Okay. I've also not mastered the controls yet.
It takes time. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Anna.
Oh, that's the other person's hat. Hold on, just give me a sec.
All right. Well, Anna, I don't want to hold other people up, but thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to switch my screen back over.
That's right in front of the door. I already didn't have to move that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize that there's an issue with the Mac version of this, but you can do, the only difference is the major category that you will see a change is when you go to do the tour your house. That is the major one. I know that looks really cool, but pretty much that and landscaping, from a design aspect, landscaping is the only one that is like a big issue. Everything else is pretty much the same way. Okay. Now, thank you, everyone. I will keep an update on if they change the version of the updates with the Mac information as well as the Unity player. If I find out anything, I will post it on there so you can go back and work on this if you would like. But if not, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Just a reminder, if you're in Raleigh, you have a lab this weekend with Mr. Dubik at the Science House Saturday morning, and then I will talk to all of you on Monday. Thank you, and have a great night, everybody. And as always, thank you for being part of Young Engineers Today. Bye-bye.